hey, didn't see you there. Today we are back because spooky season has returned to the Universal Orlando Resort right here at the wonderful Universal Studios Florida. I am so excited because tonight is opening night for Horror Nights and we have a multi-night ticket, so we're gonna be here throughout the event to check out all it has to offer. I'm so excited for this event because this is also going to be my first time purchasing a multi-night ticket. I bought the Rush of Fear Pass, so I will be here. I will have a ticket that will grant me access for the first 17 nights of the event, and I am so excited. Tonight we're gonna prioritize obviously seeing the haunted houses. I'm gonna try to maybe do all 10. I don't know, I didn't purchase Express, so we'll see about that. We'll see if the rain also puts a damper on things, just like last year. That was terrible. Let's hope not a repeat of then. But then I will be back another night to hopefully do the shows, try some of the food and drinks and all that other stuff. But yeah, I mean, the event starts in only a couple hours. I'm gonna do Stay and Scream, which is where you basically stay in like a designated zone within the park, so that you get a head start to the haunted houses from those who do not have a daytime ticket that are waiting outside the front gate. So I'm gonna do that just like last year, and overall just have a great time. But with all that being said, guys, let's just get on inside the park, check out all that the event has to offer, and have a great time. And it's not even 3 o'clock yet, and you already have people waiting out the front gate for the event to start. And right here, a little Easter egg in the Horrors of Halloween scare zone. If you look directly up, you will see a familiar pumpkin. That there is Little Boo. Alright, you snooze, you lose, I guess. I was in line for Mummy to do it for the first time after its grand opening, or grand reopening, and it went down for a little bit when I was in line, so now I got out, and this is the line for the Stay and Scream. I'm deciding to do it in front of Finnegan's and the New York area of the park, just because it's closer regional-wise, instead of Springfield, which is way down over there across the lagoon, and this is the line for it. So let's hop inside and go queue up for a house. And so I found the end of the line, and it stretches back all the way to Reichter's Burgers and beyond. So we have made it into the Stay and Scream zone, and we are in line first for the Halloween haunted house, which stretches all the way down there next to Jimmy Fallon. So I stand corrected. It goes all the way down there to Jimmy Fallon, all the way back here to Louie's, down to the end of the street, down back this way, and then back all the way down to the haunted house next to Jimmy Fallon. That is insane. And look at that. The fog has been turned on now in the Sweet Revenge scare zone. And not too long ago, they brought out these parade floats onto the street, which will be part of the scare zone. There's one here, and then another down there. Very interesting. Very Horror Nightsy. That was dumb. We're making our way closer to the house now. They have cleared out the park, it looks like, because here is Revenge of the Mummy, and then the house is way up there, like I already said. So we're getting there. Alright, we are heading backstage now for the Halloween house. I will not be filming inside the houses, obviously, since they're not allowed. So I believe I'm gonna just turn off the camera for now and see you after the house to give my quick review of it. See you then. Alright, so we just came out of the Halloween house now. That one was really cool. Without spoiling anything, the last room especially was a really cool effect. I don't know how you're gonna top it. That was a very long house. Halloween is one of my favorite spooky movies, or series, favorite spooky series. So I don't know what we're gonna do next now, but that house, a terrific way to start the event. Loved it. So now that Stay and Scream has opened up, this is where you will typically enter the Halloween house, but it looks like we are heading into Dead Man's Pier, Winter's Wake. I've heard good things about this house. And just like every year on opening night of Horror Nights, it has begun to rain. Not a whole lot, but it has begun to sprinkle a little bit out here at Horror Nights. They're still running Rip Ride, which is weird though. And at least this year I came prepared and brought an umbrella. Unlike last year when I was just completely drenched. Okay guys, that house might be my favorite so far of the night. I've only done Halloween and now this one. But Dead Man's Pier, 10 out of 10. That was terrific. I think I saw some references to like Jaws and stuff in there. It was just overall so cool. Like the different effects, the set decorations, there was even like mist effects to make it feel like you were out on the water. Just the whole scale of it, the whole thing was so impressive. I don't know how you're gonna top that, Universal, but I'm looking forward to trying some of your other houses here tonight. And now we're walking through the Sweet Revenge scare zone, my most anticipated scare zone of the event. So it'll be cool to see it with all the scare actors out now. Still don't know what the point of these floats are out here. Yeah, maybe later on they'll have someone up there. Oh, I think I saw a dead body in there. Alright, and now we're heading into the Conjure the Dark scare zone. Let's check this one out.
Take heed of my word. Open the gates to another worldly portal and bring forth the blood sacrifice. Now, wretched creature, your fate has already been determined. Find solace in the honor of your selection. The darkness that emanates from plains of sorrow and dread lays way for the blood you will shed. The crimson that will flow ensures my legion's power will grow. This unsoiled blood shall be our vitality. Indulge my prejudice of darkness, my flesh seekers, my war-forged ravagers. Revel in the glory of our replenished strength. Go! Bring forth more souls!
Happening back there, but I love it. Alright, and now it's time for the third house of the day. Bugs Eaten Alive. Now this was at the top of my most anticipated list for the event. So, as you can expect, I am very excited for this one. So it just now came out of Bugs Eaten Alive. One of my most anticipated houses of the year, and it did not disappoint. When it started out, it was a very 1950s aesthetic, where I was like, okay, this kind of just feels like another rendition of Welcome to Scary from last year. But no, as the house goes on, it gets better and better. Like, there are some really creepy like imagery in this house, some amazing effects where you are in pitch black, and then they, with some, just something as simple as some strings hanging from the ceiling, make you get a tingly sensation like you are being, like you have a bug creeping down your back. It was honestly, so far, the scariest house of the night out of the three that we have done. Halloween, Dead Man's Pier, and now Bugs. So I don't know what we're gonna do next, but we are off to a great start. I don't think that, I think a loud boom from the show over there just went off. But I don't know what we're gonna do next. So we're off to a great start of the event. And yeah, so let's move on to the next house. Okay, now we have entered the queue for Descendants of Destruction. So let's see how this house goes. All right, we made it to the front of the line now. I'll see you after the house. You know the drill, no filming inside. And then I'll give my full review once I get out. Yeah, so we just came out of that house now. That was really cool. Just like Dead Man's Pier, the set decorations and just props made it easily one of the best this year, I think. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. It's still not in my top 2 of what we have done, but it was very cool nonetheless, and I definitely recommend checking out this house. Alright, and so we've come to another scare zone. This is Scarecrow Cursed Soil. Let's see what this one's all about. And then of course we've got the massive barn structure right here that they built. A very impressive set piece. So far, I think that might be one of my favorite scare zones. I think we've only seen 3, right? Sweet Revenge, the one over in San Francisco, and now this one. And then of course, like always, we've got the Mel's Die-In instead of drive it. Yeah, I can't speak. But then in the Hollywood area, this scare zone is Graveyard Deadly Unrest. Oh, you got some Stillwalkers. Definitely not. Nope. I'm gonna try to avoid those guys. It looks like they did move some of the sets actually out onto the street from how they are during the day, which is interesting. It definitely plays with the space a little bit. Okay, now that we made it kind of back towards the front of the park, here is the Horrors of Halloween scare zone, and you've got the Pumpkin Lord up there. Love that. Everyone trying to get a picture of him. Yeah, but it's cool now to see all the jack-o'-lanterns up there on this mesh cage lit up for the night. And then also with the scare actors and the fog down here on ground level. And of course, more Stillwalkers. Why? Now we are in line for Fiesta de Chupacabra as we circled back to where we started the night. But if you look up here, they do have a projection for Halloween Horror Nights with the big 31 up there on the wall. Now that we did that house was not particularly my favorite of the ones that we have done so far. I really enjoyed it. I don't think there's a single bad house this year. I mean, there were a couple really good scares and really good like props and special effects sprinkled throughout the maze or the house. It just was not my favorite compared to the other 4 that we've done. And it looks like the Lagoon show is going off right now. This is the back side of it. We'll have to come back another night to check that one out. Okay, now what is this? House 5, 6? I honestly lost track by now. But it is the Horrors of Blumhouse. This one I'm very excited for. So let's go check it out now. And now this is actually interesting. They're taking us throughout the queue of Fast and Furious. Honestly, just make everyone watch the pre-show. That'll be scary enough. Well, this is cool. They're projecting stuff on the wall. And this is actually where you enter the house. Okay, now that house was interesting. It felt like 2 houses in one. The first part being about the movie Freaky, And then the second half being about the black phone. Not my favorite because it was trying too hard to do two houses in one. The story got a little confusing at times. It was in no means bad, it just a missed opportunity to be something great. I don't know. This is one that I feel will be better with time. The more time I give it, the more I might appreciate it. But just coming off my first run through, this is how I feel. And look at Transformers all decked out for Horror Nights. I mean, if you want to ride it, it's a walk-on. Only a 5-minute wait. So we are more than halfway done now with the houses. And we are doing Hellblock Horror. So let's see what this one's all about. No wait for Rip Ride, it looks like. Well, this is interesting. The entire wait is actually inside a soundstage. Now that one was really cool actually. A lot of very trippy effects. If you don't like strobe lights, you might want to avoid this one because there are a lot. But it was still very cool and worth checking out here at Horror Nights. I like that one. Alright, it is midnight now, the last 2 hours of the event. We are heading on over to the Universal Monsters Legends Lighthouse to check that one out now. And then see where we go from there. Because we are coming to the end of all 10 houses. Alright, bring on the monsters because this is Universal Monsters Legends Collide. One house that has been at the top of my list of houses this year for quite some time. So I'm excited for this. Alright, about 25 or 30 minutes later and we made it to the front of the line. I'm really liking this projection that they have going of this like ship. And you can see the conga line of people going in, everyone ready to be scared. Okay, so just got out of that house now. That was very cool, especially as a fan of the Universal Monsters, like the originals. I really enjoyed this house. And now we're exiting actually through the queue of E.T. All right, everyone, that's gonna do it from opening night of Halloween Horror Nights. Now, we have done all but 2 houses, unfortunately. We were not able to get through all of them. The 2 left out were The Weekend and Spirits of the Coven. So those were the only 2 that we have not done. We will definitely be back very soon to check them out because I'm very excited to see The Weekend especially. Unfortunately, we just ran out of time. The park closes actually in about an hour. But I have to work tomorrow and I did not want to be pushing it. I still got a long drive home. So we are gonna head on out of here. I hope you enjoyed the video. We will also be back to check out the shows exclusively and try some of the food. Some things that I never have been able to do here at Horror Nights because this is my first time with a multi-night ticket. So I hope the music's not too loud. I'm very exhausted. Have to drive home now, so I'm gonna head on out of here. But if you're new around, be sure to like and subscribe down below. I'll see you in the next one, Twisters. Horror Nights is back, bigger and better than ever. I'll see you in the next one.